on in. This is my second take. I just filmed probably 10 minutes worth of video and I didn't hit the start button. Ooh, stupid. That's me. That's how my life goes sometimes, but welcome. Come on in. My name is Audrey. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for checking out this video. You should know, however, that I am a psychic medium. Maybe that'll put you off. Go ahead and exit this video right now. If you're interested in learning more and hearing more about my opinions on things, continue watching. Before we start with today's content, though, please go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, because you've seen a couple of my videos. It's time to make a commitment. Commit to me and hit that subscribe button. All right, and then finally, don't forget to share this video. All you do is share the link. You can directly forward this video to your friends, family, and whoever, strangers. I don't know. I don't care. Okay, so today we're going to talk about why you shouldn't watch horror movies or anything with demonic content, anything negative. So we're going to talk about that, and that is very important. And then we're going to go through some of the comments, the most recent comments on my channel. So I'll just go to my YouTube channel under comments, and I'm just going to start at the top, and I just go down the list, as many as I can do. And then, excuse me, you guys have been asking me, when am I going to do readings again? Thanks for asking. And it will be probably, I'm guessing within about a month or so. I have to have some major teeth work, some dental work done. I have to have an implant here. I have to get this tooth pulled and then an implant, but this side needs bone grafting first. And then I have a couple of crowns that need to happen. I swear, I brush my teeth twice a day and I floss every day. Oh, and then I have 4 cavities on top of that. But the dentist said my cavities aren't on my teeth, they're underneath the gum line. What? Well, what am I supposed to do with that? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm tired of teeth. I hate teeth. I hate everything to do with teeth. I wish we didn't need teeth. And I don't even eat meat. I'd be fine on a liquid diet. Anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with talking about why, I'm going to open my drinky, why you shouldn't, my recommendation, you shouldn't watch horror movies. But Audrey, I love them. They scare me. I like to be scared. Well, do you like demons following you? Do you like negative energy coming into your house? Either during or after you've watched a scary movie? Is it worth it? Is it worth the risk? Thoughts become things. We all know that from the law of attraction. Thoughts become things. What are you watching? I don't even know. I don't even know any of the horror movies. What is that one from when I was like a teenager or a kid, where the girl's head is spinning in a circle? Who needs to see that? Oh, but it's fun. Well, it's really not, because, excuse me, sometimes these movies are based on real stories. What in that doesn't make you worry? So when they're saying this is based on real, actual events, for example, that means there was an actual true entity, dark, evil, probably demonic energy that they're making this movie about. You don't think that energy is going to come and check out his movie? I call him a his because that's just what I do. You don't think that dark energy is going to be on set every day while they're filming that movie? I was in the industry. I was in the film industry. You have to get into character. You have to pull in stuff to become that character. You have to call on the energy to come into the set. It's quiet on the set, action. Now, these people are pretending like they're getting murdered or chopped up. Why? Why do you want to watch that? Have you ever watched a scary movie at home and you're like, I really need to go to the bathroom, but I am too scared to go down the hallway? That's how I am. I mean, I don't watch scary movies, but sometimes I just get scared in general. I don't want to go walk down the hallway. Sometimes even an emotional thriller, what's that called? Psychological thriller. A psychological thriller still puts that negative, anxious energy in the air. And that is the director's and the writer's goal. They want you to have that reaction. A lot of actors don't sleep well at night after filming. It's stressful because you really have to become the characters in the movie. Yes, it's pretend because it's actors, but you're literally asking for negative energy to come into your presence. And that energy is coming into your presence through the TV, through the actors. Cut and dry. Cut and dry. Simple. It's very simple. It's very elementary, this thing. I don't want to be on the edge of my seat. I don't find that entertaining. And you may, it's just entertainment. It's not real. These are just people. It's a real thing. It's absolutely a real thing. Like I said, especially for these movies and shows that are depicting based on real stories. Even those TV shows that talk about ghosts and like My Haunted House or something like that, where people are like, we had to move out because a month after we moved in, this and this and this was happening, and it was, terrifying. While you're sitting there watching this TV show, which I have seen them, I have to change the channel because I can start feeling these things coming. And they freaking talk to me. This bad energy that's on the TV show, the real one, comes in while I'm watching the show. And it comes in with you too. You just don't know it. It's not obvious to you. But that garbage is getting into your system. It's garbage. Do you want to fill your body with light and hope and joy and laughter? I do. I'd much rather have that. So, I know it's entertainment, just like my channel is considered for entertainment purposes only. Well, my shit's real. Everything I'm talking about on this channel, unless stated otherwise, by me, is real. If you're hiding under the covers or into your loved one's arms and covering your eyes, that means you should not be watching that movie or show. What else can I say? What else can I say about this? I don't understand why people don't get it. So sometimes when I've seen some of these shows and these entities start chit-chatting to me, I have to shut it down, change the TV channel, not only change the channel, but it has to be something totally opposite of what that show was, like maybe a stand-up comedy or a romance comedy. What's that? What's that called? Rom-com. A rom-com, something completely different to change the mood and change the energy in the room. And you can feel it. And you know that. You know there's a difference from watching, let's say, a stand-up comic, what that feels like, versus a horror movie. It's because the energy shifted in the room. I'm not a scientist, but it doesn't take a scientist to know and understand these basic laws of physics. So if you want to take a chance and have these things come into your life, come into your home, and these energies go around and see what they can destroy amongst your household. Maybe your children are going to have nightmares that night. Maybe you are. Maybe you're just going to become depressed all of a sudden the next day, and you're at work and you're like, I don't know why I feel so down today. Oh, I do. I could tell you. And I'm not trying to be a smart aleck. It's just, why? No, bad. No, don't do that. Don't watch. If you want to watch, fine, but don't come crying to me when you have a demon in your house. It's terrifying. No, but take care of yourself, protect yourself, sage yourself. I don't have my sage with me. But I would say if you've recently seen a horror movie or a TV show that has to do with demonic presence and stuff, you need to clear your energy out of your house as soon as possible. It's not a panic situation. Just change the energy in your home. You can meditate or talk to your house and talk to God and talk to the universe that you're clearing out the energy in your home. You want no negative energy or spirits or entities in your home at all. You have to do that. You have to. And if you have sage, I would sage the house too. All right, so there's that. Okay, so let me go to my YouTube channel. My teeth are just killing me. Okay. Comments. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. I can't do any live shows until I get to 1,000 people. I need 1,000 subscribers. I used to have a lot of subscribers. I think I had like 14,000 subscribers when I stopped doing videos. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to start at the top of my comments here. I just posted a video on the Murdaugh case, so probably a lot of the comments are on the Murdaugh case, which I see right now they are. Okay, so I'm just going to start going through them. I'm going to read your name out. So, hey. Okay, Diane Boyd. If that had been his financial trial, he would have been found guilty again. He has already been charged with all of that, and we're talking about Alec Murdaugh. But this was his murder trial that I think the prosecutors must have forgotten about. Exactly. The only reason I know he is guilty is because the psychics say he is. There is no evidence at all. I know. He even had 2 jurors crying yesterday. He was good. I love your readings. You are right on. Well, thank you. Thanks, Diane. I'm going to give you a little heart. So, yeah, like Diane said, I'm sorry, is this a murder trial or is this, what is this? What is this trial with Alec Murdaugh? I want to hear some murder stuff. I don't want to hear the prosecutor saying, well, why did you all of a sudden start calling your son Pawpaw? His name is Paul. You've never referred to him as Pawpaw before. I don't give a shit. I don't care what the man, if he's changing the things he's saying, how he's calling his family. That's not, don't waste our time. Because what this prosecutor's doing, he's planting seeds of nothing. He's planting seeds of, what's my word here? Reasonable doubt. Prosecution is planting seeds of reasonable doubt when all he's doing is going around calling out the guy out on his lies, which we all know about. And the man himself said he's lied. The man himself said he's stolen millions of dollars. We know that. He's been an established liar. How in the world is he going to be found guilty when they have nothing? Okay, well, he was caught on the TikTok video, his voice. I'm sorry. That's not enough. That's not enough probable cause to shoot your own child and your wife. That's not enough to send someone to prison. Okay, so I get worked up. Okay. All right. Okay. Is this L. Walker, 1963? Or it's I. Walker, 1963. I can't say it enough, but I'm so happy you're back. Thank you. I agree that the prosecution is not proving he did it. I feel sorry for Alex, and so many people have made ugly comments to me, but I don't think he did it. Well, I'm not surprised you feel that way because they've given us no reason to believe he did do it other than telling him that he did do it. That's the scary part. Do we want these murderers put away or not? Give us something we can use. Because like I said in my last video, I didn't know anything about this man. My husband's always watched this case from the beginning, and it's so obvious to everyone that he did it. I don't have anything from spirit either way, innocent or guilty. I've gotten, again, if I wasn't psychic and I was just going based on my own emotions based on watching about an hour of this trial with Alec on the stand, I would have to say that I can't say that he did do it. Based on what? Being a liar? That's not how our system works. You know, and I trust my husband, and I trust what, everyone else is saying, that he really did do it, because I don't know the history of the family. I don't know if Alec has any other arrest on him or suspicion or anything like that. But again, even if let's say this was not the first time he's killed somebody, it doesn't mean he did it this time. So prosecution needs to pull out a freaking miracle. They need to pull that rabbit out of the hat to sink him into prison for the rest of his life. Okay, Marlene Nelson, thanks for sharing your gift. I have watched your channel for years and missed you while you were away, but happy you're back. Thank you. Thank you, Marlene. And Sonia says, always happy to get notifications that you uploaded. Thank you, Sonia. I think Sonia's been with me for a while too. So welcome back. This is your guys' channel as well. I'm going to give you a heart, give you a thumbs up. All right. And Sean says, the way he did the dead was so bad. I looked at the man and I can't, as a parent, I can't understand how someone could do that to their own kid. I mean, honestly, how you do that to anybody but your own child. Smiley face says, always nice to see you, Audrey. Thank you. Thank you, Smiley face. And Sean says, if you are here at this channel, it's not a mistake. Subscribe and give Audrey a chance. Thank you. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And let's see. Let's go down here. Jody Denhartog, Dennertog says, good afternoon, friend. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Thank you. I am. Thank you so much. And Ella Walker says, I'm so happy you're back. Thank you. And another comment. Lots of hearts today. Okay, now we are on to, this comment is regarding the Idaho 4. Okay, we're switching murder cases now for this comment. Kathy Cooper says, could the C stand for Colorado? Someone said they made a stop in Colorado on the way to Pennsylvania. Oh, interesting. Kathy, that is interesting. And I'm asking Spirit as I'm processing this comment from you. I'm trying to connect with Spirit. And I'm getting the chills, which means there's something. Sorry, I have something in my eye, and if I don't get it out, it's going to bother me for the whole video. Okay. Interesting. Do you think that's maybe where that knife is at? The second knife that I'm saying from Spirit? Well, I'm going to wait for Spirit to get back to me on that, Kathy. But that would make the most sense to me. I know about the Christ Church. I didn't get any feedback when I'm processing Christ Church. But I'm getting an aha moment with Colorado and potentially having stopped through and dumped that second knife somewhere where they can go back and get it. That's a possibility. I'm waiting for Spirit to come in and tell me something. Tell me, talk to me. All right, well, we'll see if they talk to me, but that's fascinating. Thank you for that information. Okay, Yachty says, or Yachi says, hi, Audrey. I heard that the Idaho 4 house has been given to the university and will be demolished. Do the girls have any thoughts about this? Do you feel that demolishing it before a trial is a good idea or bad idea? That would be a 100% bad idea. Why? Why would they do that right now? I mean, no, they need to wait. And who do you think may be behind pushing this to go through? I don't know, maybe someone to do with the murderer. Just saying. You can demolish whatever you want. It doesn't change what happened in that space. That space is in the universe. That space is now stained with its own horror and negativity. It's never going to go away. You can put a hospital there. You can put whatever you want. You can put a church there. I mean, I wouldn't put anything there. No, but I want to know whose idea is it to demolish it. And maybe they have good intentions, but please, let's not demolish it before the freaking trial, for God's sake. Haven't I told you guys, there's more information to be had, to be collected, to be gathered. And some of it very well might be in that house or on the property. Do not disturb that property. Do not let anyone around it. Don't let homeless people in it. Nothing. I would be curious if there's been any dogs in there, any cadaver dogs or anything like that. You guys, this case is just horrible. They're all horrible, but this one is just, ugh. And then I heard that Koberger, who I call Hamburger, has fans. He has a fan club. And some people find him very attractive. And I mean, he's someone's baby, but he's a murderer. Yeah, I guess there's something for everybody. I mean, look at the Manson clan and everyone that followed Charles Manson. See where that got them. Okay. So, gosh, that's interesting. Becca Stephanie Thornquist says, ciao, Audrey. Do you know when you will start doing readings again? I know there are many out there, but having watched you over the past few years, I feel I have a sort of bond with you. I think so too, Becca. If that makes sense, I know I can trust you, and I know I would feel comfortable with you. Also, have you heard of or read the books of the Irish lady Loma Bryn? She has written several books about her gift, and she can see and speak to angels. Looking forward to the next video. Thanks, Becca. So readings, hopefully in about a month or so. I just have some logistical stuff with getting the calendar back online. Which website am I going to use? And then my dental work. You probably can't tell because my face is fat, but this side's swollen. It's so painful right now. So anyway, I have some stuff to do, but I want to start readings. Even if I can just do one reading a day, if I could just do 5 a week, you know. And again, I'm here to help. I'm here to hold your hand. I'm here to tell you that you're okay. As much pain as you're in, you're okay. And I don't say that lightly. And I want you to feel okay. I mean, you guys know, you saw my 2 videos ago where I was bawling my eyes out because I miss my loved one. But I'm okay. But that's my life now. My life now has that hurt and that void of that person in my life. So that's who I am now. You know, as life progresses and things happen and you go through things and you lose people, we're constantly changing. All the time. Every day. So I don't like to say people are strong because honestly, when people tell me, oh, you're so strong, I don't want to be strong. I want to be a baby and I want to have a fit. I want to have a fit and I want God or the universe to just straighten everything out. I don't want to deal with anything. That's my salty. Because I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with life. Anyway, we have each other. I feel those bonds with you guys just as you feel them with me. Why? Because it's energy. I feel your energy. Just reading your comments right here. When I read the words you wrote to me, you're affecting me. And I appreciate that so much. You guys are giving me a gift. I don't know if you realize that. And not just for me because I'm psychic, but anyone. You say something nice about someone, it's a gift. Did you know you can be someone's miracle? It's true. You can be someone's miracle simply by your voice. You can do it by paying for the person behind you in line for their drinks at Starbucks or McDonald's or whatever. You don't know what that person's going through. Maybe they're crying out to God saying, you know what, I'm ready to give up on life. And then they get that gift from you, whether it's words or something. You just gave them a miracle. You just saved someone's life. And I know it sounds corny. It's far-fetched for the people who don't believe in what I do. But for those of you who are spiritual like I am, you know it's true. And I'm just here to remind you of that. Okay. Denise Marche. Am I saying that right, Denise? If you are reincarnated, this comment comes from my episode number 16, Spirit School. Hi, Audrey. If you are reincarnated and we were able to get signs from that loved one and get visits, will they still be able to connect with us if they are now someone or something else? Fantastic question, Denise. It's filled with a lot of layers, this question answer. Yes, basically. So here's an example. My friend at work, I started channeling her father. I had just met her when she just started working with me. So I channeled Dad down to details, specific details. There was no question I was talking to a dead man. And he was a little bossy with me. One night, he kept me up all night because he wanted me to talk to my friend about that he's here. Here's what he's saying. He wants her to know these things. And I'm like, dude, I'm sleeping right now. I'm just, in the morning. Okay. Well, then he woke me up at 6. Okay, get up. Hurry up, get up. And he started telling me things. And I said, I'll tell her. I'll remember. Because he's like, you're not going to remember. You need to write it down. And I'm like, write it down? Are you kidding me? I'm not awake at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, yep, after him harassing me for a few minutes, I went and got a piece of binder paper, and he was talking so fast. I filled that piece of paper with information for my friend. And the last I knew about my friend, she still carried that piece of paper around with her because it was that incredibly specific to the point where there's no doubt her father's spirit is alive. Here's the thing about her dad, though. He's been reincarnated twice. And he showed me that. He showed me when he left the life here. He lived in New York. He was born again in China. He was Chinese. You can be any ethnicity. You don't have to be the same ethnicity, but he happened to be the same ethnicity. So he showed me this boy. He was a boy again. And that boy died when he was I see the number 12. But then Dad showed me himself again, but I feel like maybe Canada for my friend's dad. So this is the third body, to my knowledge, at this point, that her father had now been reincarnated again. So he was able to continue talking to me even while he had been these other people. So how does that work? If I'm alive right now, okay, let's just say this. I'm alive. My name is Audrey. But let's say I also lived, I have past lives, but I'm not going to share my past lives. I'm just going to make one up so I can give you an example. Okay, so let's pretend I was alive in the 1800s and I lived out in the prairie land where Laura Ingalls is from or something, okay? And let's say in that life, I don't know, what's an old-fashioned name? Mary, okay. So let's say I'm Mary in the 1800s somewhere, and Mary can connect with spirits. And Mary had a husband, and I want to make sure this makes sense because now my mind's spinning. Let's say Mary's husband died, but she could still connect with him. Me, Audrey, let's say Mary died. That soul went into my mom's body, and that's me, okay, pretending. So now I'm Audrey. I was Mary, and I used to be able to channel my dead husband in the 1800s. Okay. So me, again, being a psychic, I remember him. And it's like, why do I have this memory of this person I don't even know? But this really has happened to me. I'm just not telling you who they are because it's just very personal. But yeah, I can go back and I see the people that Mary loved and that Mary had connected with. So am I talking to these people? No, but they know that I know. These spirits know that Mary's gone and now that Mary is Audrey now. But Audrey knows that you were from the past connected to a woman named Mary. It's very complicated and confusing. I apologize. But it's real. It's true. Okay, Denise also said, hi, Audrey. Thank you for that. She's referring to the ghost video. I watch every video and it lifts my spirit each and every time. Love learning new things from you every time. You have such a beautiful heart and soul. Thank you. You made me cry when you started crying because I can feel your pain. Yeah, again, that's me transferring my energy to you and you're responding to it. You understand. We understand that. Also, just as you started to talk about your aunt, your camera light blinked. Don't know if that was spirit or not, but I felt like it was a confirmation to me, sending you a big hug. I didn't notice that. I'll check. I'll go back and look at that video and see. My aunt was a firecracker. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if that was her. All right. Candy Stanislaus says, can our loved ones that pass see us sad? And how do they feel about it? And if we are always sad and crying, does it hurt them? And will they still come around us? Thanks for the love. Candy, I'm going to give you a great big heart. Our loved ones can see us. They see us sad. They see us happy. They see us depressed. They see us in everything. And I'll tell you that a fair amount of readings are about that. The readings, most of the time, are me telling you what your loved ones want me to tell you about that. Like, don't panic over this or don't panic over that. Don't be depressed about this because here's what's coming in the future. You just didn't know it until this very moment when Audrey's telling you. So let that part go because here's what's coming. This thing that happened over here, let it go. They understand our sadness, our grief. They understand all of it, but it doesn't affect them. I've never had a spirit really, I would say the extent that a spirit gives me as far as responding to your sadness and stuff is like, oh gosh, I wish they would know. Audrey, just make sure they know. This isn't a thing. Audrey, please tell them. Tell them that what happened over here, tell them their loved one is okay. Please. Tell them. I'm trying to tell them. Maybe the spirit's like, I've tried to tell them, but they don't see my signs. They don't see the signs I've been trying to put out for them. So spirit does try and help. That's the whole purpose of me talking about your past. You need to understand that I am in your business and channeling spirit with your information, telling you what you've had in your life in the past. Here's what's happening right now, right? Okay, then why don't you believe me what I'm telling you is coming? Believe me what I tell you what Spirit's saying. That's the most important part, is this part. This part. Everything's okay. You're going to survive. You'll see your loved ones again. But I don't give that message until I've established these other two. These other two, past, present, are very, very important. You need these before I can give you this. There's no message from Spirit if I can't validate these other things for you. Susanna Cottom says, you mentioned in the beginning about your son going to a new school. How is he adjusting? Is he liking it? Thank you for asking, Susanna. Thank you for asking. So if you don't know, I have a special needs child. He's a grown man. He's 20 years old. He's nonverbal. So yes, my son is in the new school and he is doing very well. It's a nice small classroom, which I prefer. And they go out around town and they sell things to make money for their classroom. My son's pretty limited. You know, it's just basically daycare for him, but he really enjoys socializing and being a part of a class. He loves girls, so he loves to see all the girls, not just in his class, but the other classes. And they do really fun things. They go to the college. They go to different things around town, different events. And I'm very, very, very happy with his new school. We toured a couple other schools. The first school we toured, it's like, love the school, but he's not high functioning enough to be in this school because he's very, very low functioning. He wears pull-up underwear. He has to be hand-fed by somebody. So that school was a no. And then the next school we went to was like, oh no, oh, so we were really disappointed that the second school was as bad as it was. And no, that was not going to happen. And then, you know, at this point, I became the red flag parent. Like this lady, you know, she comes from the Valley. She comes from San Jose, and she's just, you know, hard to deal with. So whatever, when it comes to my kids, I am going to be very hard to deal with. So anyway, they were very kind with me, and recommended another school, and it's fantastic. So thank you for asking about Johnny. I appreciate that. All right, so here's some long comments. There's two comments, but they go together. Two different people. So let me read them both, and then I will react to them. KG says, I am really conflicted with your channel. I like it for entertainment, but God says we are not to engage with psychics, etc., or I will be in trouble with him. But then you use his name also. Any wisdom? I may have to leave as I live my life by his word. I don't wish to talk to anyone that has passed but is alive. Okay, I respect that. I totally respect that. And then Tina T says, in response to her, she says, KG, if you feel all is not well within your soul, would you want Audrey's insight? I believe psychic ability is a gift from the divine. While we all have free will, I believe Audrey chose to use her gift to help others. Do you feel she is using her ability to call upon dark spirits? I believe dark magic, dark spirits, and dark forces exist. I pray for protection from all things dark. He knows what's in our hearts. I see true evil in this world, and I'm glad I'll be standing in my own shoes come Judgment Day. May he bless you and keep you. Love and light to all. Tina, thank you. Thank you for that comment back to KG. Yeah, I mean, I know what the Bible says about that. So, I mean, I'm not trying to change anyone's religion. I'm not religious at all. I'm not religious. Do I believe in God, the creator, and the universe? 100%. And like I wrote in my book, I started talking to God as early as I knew I was alive. And although I don't consider myself Christian anymore, and I say anymore because Spirit show me otherwise. Spirit shows me things, and it's not a Christian based gift that I have. I feel like I don't know how to explain it. I'm not anti-Christian at all, and I'm not trying to change your thoughts or your feelings or anything. You do you. And like Tina says, I am just here to tell you something that God tells you, and that is you will see your loved ones again. And I think it's important that I'm not Christian and still saying this to you. Because it's true. It's true for everybody. So I am here as a sister, as a mother. I wish I could protect everybody. I wish I could give everybody what they need, whether it's a college kid who needs money for books. You know, that's a big part of who I am. I want to help kids go to college. So many things I just want to do. I would love to have a non-kill shelter for cats. I'm all about good. I am all about good intentions. I am not trying to do anything negative. And like I said, I'm afraid of God. And if, not like he's going to beat me or something, but I don't want to do anything bad. And I don't think God would have given me this gift if it was going to cause harm. That's why I'm always telling people, you guys, I'm always telling you, I'm here for you. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to, this isn't a cult or something at all. It's not a cult. It's nothing like that. I'm just a friend. I'm just a friend saying, hey, you know what? Let's go to lunch. Let's see, what are you going through right now? And this is what it might go like. Oh, well, I have this going on or that going on, and I don't know how to, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And for those who are Christian, and you might say, well, I prayed about it, and, it's this or that or whatever. Well, that's when my psychic abilities come in, and I can look in your past and go, okay, well, this is what's going on with you, but here's what happened in the past with this or that. Or here's another situation that you had to deal with that you got through. Okay, but now you're dealing with this. Okay, I see. Okay, all right. Okay, but here's what Spirit's telling me. And you can take it as God or you can take it as the universe. It's interchangeable to me. God is the universe. He's everything. He's everything. He's my hair. He's the wall. He's the computer. God is everything. The universe is everything. We have this view of the universe being something way out there. Well, you know what's way out there? We are. We are in the middle of the freaking universe right now. We are in it. It's not something else away from the earth. It's everything right here. We are in the universe. So then God shows me, or the universe, here's what they say to do. Here's what they say to look for, or go forward doing, or go forward feeling. Here's how maybe you could handle this or that, or whatever the situation is. I will never give anyone bad news. I absolutely will not. If someone's life's in danger, that hardly ever happens to me. But I'm only about good news. Now, let me touch on something that someone I did a reading for. And I admit it, I wasn't thinking too much about this when I told her what I told her. What I told her was, and she was devastated, and I do apologize about that, because I just wasn't thinking about what I said. She wanted to know if her mom and dad are together on the other side. They were not. They together on the other side. What does that mean? Did they get a divorce? It just devastated her. And she was very vocal about it. And I feel like somebody out there needs to know this. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about it for a minute. But, maybe you have a couple of loved ones who are passed and you assume they're together. Well, they're not always together because one could be in school, one could be out having a job, one could be reincarnated. And I don't always know which. So if I see the man here, let's say I see dad here and I see mom here, they're passed, they died of old age, whatever, and they're separate. Well, that doesn't mean they don't ever come together. But there's no couples on the other side, per se. If you were married to someone and you're both departed, it doesn't mean you stay together for all of eternity. That's not true. Because there's stuff to do. And I have seen couples together, of course. But it doesn't mean they're going to stay there for all of eternity. Don't you think God has things for them to do? People to see, places to go. They got stuff to do. And it's funny when couples are together, a lot of times they're still fighting like they were when they were here on Earth. Giving each other a bad time. And that's kind of funny when that happens. It's cute. So anyway, yeah, I'm not here to cause any upset. I am only here to hold your hand, be your friend, be your sister, be your mom. I feel like I am mom to everyone because of what I see and what I know. And I just want everyone to know that you're going to be okay. You are okay. Everything is going to be okay. Just take a breath. I have things in my own life that I freak out about. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out. But I know from the universe, it always does work out. For example, with my son, I was a single mom from when basically after he was born until I just married my husband. So that's a long time. That was like 18 years of being a single mom. And I started working at the school when Jonathan was 1 year old. And so I worked full time. I worked more than full time. My parents and I agreed that they will take care of Johnny while I'm working. And then once he's out of school, we got to figure out something to do. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And when he turns 18, what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. What do you mean? What am I going to do? It was just so overwhelming. I lived 18 years in this terror, afraid. But then COVID hit. I had my YouTube channel, so I got money from that. And then I was doing readings, so I got money from that. And I thought, well, this must be what God was talking about. Why did I ever question it? I'm being taken care of. And then also, I found out I can get some hours and get paid for those hours taking care of Jonathan, so everything's fine. And that's what happened. But then I met my husband and we got married, but everything, I just didn't know those 18 years. I didn't know how the universe was going to rearrange the freaking world with COVID, and we were all going to change things in our lives. And I ended up quitting my job to stay home and do YouTube and do readings and take care of him. So God knew what was over here. But like I said, he doesn't show me everything. And I was over here for these 18 years. And it's like, of course the universe took care of me. just like they're taking care of me now. I have some fears right now. Life doesn't always get easier. So it's about having faith in, not in a religious way. I mean, my older two kids are atheists. They don't even think there's a divine entity. They don't think anything. They think when you're dead, you're dead. Well, I'm sorry. That's just not true. I'll come pick you up when you're ready to die. I'm going to be gone already. I'll come pick you up. And then I'll say, see, told ya. So I am only here to help. And I know a lot of what I say just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me either. That's why I ask you guys, what do you guys think about this or that? I don't know. All I can do is explain what I'm seeing. But the readings are for healing, answering questions. If there was some mystery or not sure if that diagnosis was right, that kind of thing. Anyway, I could go on and on about stuff going on inside my brain. But anyway, we're hitting about an hour now, so I'm going to go ahead and go. There's a ton more questions. I only got to 8 or 10 questions, so there's a million more questions out there. So I'll see you soon, and you guys have a great day and take care. Be safe. All right.